Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Rogue Trader. Last time, you made the trip to Lev. This was a surprisingly uneventful and extraordinarily fast trip. Good job, Markov Drive. Also, good job, Victor. Um, and also, good job those fucking charts of yours. Good God.
Pride of Leth, stay winning, what can I say?
Yeah. Uh, when you got there, you saw not just one, but both of John's parents are here. Which, good news. Family, bad news. Oh god, both of them at once. You don't really get to be things, well, you managed to finagle it so you only told one of them at a time. But you, coming with the sort of news you were coming with, s- seeing both parents there at once must have been a bit, concerning.
A bit. But also, Jeanne hasn't seen her parents in like almost 2 years, so extremely happy.
Yeah. Uh, let's see. I y- it was a a nice long chat. You broke the news to Juno first. Oh god, yeah. I John is just straight up the the living proof of like genetic theory. Take 50% of this and 50% of this, and yeah, you get exactly this. It's completely what everyone would have expected their child to look like.
Well, you know us lupuses, we never disappoint.
Oh, no, you have disappointed some people. You've disappointed the Dark Emperor. You didn't just roll over and die like a good girl.
I don't
I
think
thought,
he was interested in me dying. More like
yeah, I thought he
bending
was
over.
interested in reading.
I mean, that would have also worked.
And actually, wait, no. It's true, I could have just died, and then he could have just rezzed me. There's no escape from him for Jeanne. I wonder if that's actually just
Other
a
than
thing that
time travel.
Totek left off in all of the stories he's told. Like, oh yeah, Jeanne killed herself in every one of them. And then the Emperor brought her back.
Yes, as chat says, you wanted your ego death.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Physical death, then he wouldn't have, you know, wouldn't have had the chillins that he requires. But, yeah. Distraction aside, yeah, it was basically just that long freaking dinner, wasn't it?
Yep.
You sent the Master Tyrrell, the leader of, one of the council masters of the Flame Falcons, the one responsible for training the next generation. You sent him off with a message to Jacques, asking if you could get the time for a meeting. And Xiph got somewhat embarrassed by Gaston about the food.
Why can't our cowboy just sit there and be cute? Why can't he just put funny triangle hats on people's heads? Gaston has one now.
Because in a French household, you're not that cute. There are better.
Kalchev thinks I'm cute, just ignore that she's blind.
Yeah.
John thinks I'm cute in sort of a dog way. Ogre and lizard.
Bark boy.
Like I said, you're the fucking French Imperium of mankind. Exists longer than your entire race. We've handled femboys and pretty shit like that. You're like maybe slightly above mediocre, so
My penis is bigger. It's shaped like a horse.
well, congratulations. Then you can take it to the Kentucky Derby and race it. It's shaped like a horse.
Don't call Kalchev's pussy that!
But so many things have run through it.
Well, that's the word. That's why your relationship is so fucking stable.
Anyway, resume.
Yes. Is there anything else from the recap? I can't think of anything else.
Nope.
Excellent. So, gang, you have been wined, dined, and given accommodation at the Lupus Dandrick Manor. Lev, what's the plan?
Well, Jeanne at least is gonna just hang with her parents for the rest of the evening and then go sleep in her own goddamn bed. Unfortunately, it will be sleeping alone. First time in like almost a year. Very sad.
Yeah. I mean, either you or Cats and Dance could try to be sneaky.
That's just doomed to failure.
I mean, definitely if you try to do it, yes. Cats might have a chance, but it's probably not worth risking it.
Love through strength. Just do it in front of them now. Supplant dominance and superiority.
Actually, to be fair, if I just take my armor off, if I take my clothes off, my sneak goes from like 0% to like 60%. So I could, but no.
Fair enough. I feel like you're going to have poor sleep in that case.
Yeah.
Adjusting from having, snuggly warmth of someone to just cold loneliness. It's never good.
No. John's gonna be hugging her big dragon-shaped body pillow all night.
As you do. And I will be honest, I was thinking more about the morning after.
Oh.
When you wake up, when you have when you've slept off the 7 courses of delicious food, and you have the energy to move again.
So, one thing I did get last session before I crit failed into crit fail on my acquisitions was buying Mom's old land speeder off of her. So, I guess I'm going to go get that and pick up the party, and then we can go to the Cathedral of the Eternal Flame.
Okay. See, are you bringing all of the party?
All the PCs and cats.
When will this be?
Okay.
What was that, sorry?
This is gonna be. When will this be? The next day?
Yeah, next morning.
Okay. Hey, get my fiance over here.
Do you
No,
want...
she's not being brought.
Hold on.
How dare you?
If you want, we can bring her. She wasn't even at the dinner, was she? Where's her token?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, she just
we
got
left.
dragged off to bed by Molly, fairly early on.
Alright, well, we have room for 2 other people in the party, so I guess she can be the other one. Although, kind of sad to leave Calchif here when she's the astropath, but that's what it is.
Do we have? Wait,
I
why?
guess we could take a different car than just my fucking land speeder. I want to drive.
Presumably, there's also just more vehicles on the planet.
Yeah, we could just take a different car. Just take a Rhino.
We could just take the Ben, mademoiselle.
But my land speeder, look how cool it is.
Your mom spent billions on affordable public transit, and you're still driving around. Honk honk.
Yeah.
You watch that, or I will make us all
I
take
know.
the bus.
Well,
I
it's
will
your
tell you
choice,
that
Cap.
there is not, in fact, affordable public transit.
What is this, a Tau world?
Air quote. Public.
There's very affordable private transport. Rogue traders need a trade network to
Yeah.
get shit from the starport and such like, but
Very affordable private transport. Big ass lizards.
it's
Indeed.
true. We could go to the capital on Lizardback. Or Jeanne could get her giant
Kaite.
evil pony.
Let me just drive you there in comfort, mon capitan.
Well,
Fine,
the-
fine.
Baby lizard that bit John, how old is it now? How big is it?
Only a couple of days, and also he's not a riding lizard. He's a bipedal one.
That's never stopped you.
It's true, but
But it being just, a week old, that
Thought it-
does usually
I
stop.
thought
it.
it's been a few months because warp travel.
nope. We've only warp traveled once since then, and it took 0 days.
Okay.
It's been, I think, 12-ish days since that little creatureoid was born.
Something like that, yeah.
Anyway, get the rhino. One of the rhinos was driving that.
Oui, bon, Capitan.
Unfortunately, Jean's actual Bentley we fucking left on Kane's will, so it's lost to the ether, like Molly's Land Raider.
Yeah.
Do not worry, I have the skill to drive this too.
Oh, I know,
So-
but this doesn't have a mini fridge.
Mon Dieu.
Does have a grenade launcher though, so that's a plus. Anyway, let's go.
Oh, you take Zelabi, take them, do some. Okay. It's a ground vehicle because if it's a rhino.
Yeah.
Presumably, we don't need to roll anything to just drive to town.
Indeed. It is a few hours if you are going to drive. Normally this trip is done by shuttle.
Well, then we'll take the fucking gun cutter. God. We could have taken the land speeder, but no.
10 minutes of figuring out what we're taking.
Well, should have taken a rhino, should have taken a land speeder, should have taken the shuttle.
Fucking might as well have taken the bus at this point. Jesus.
There is no
Maybe
bus.
I should.
I commission a bus route. What else is
Yes,
profit
you
factor
shall-
for?
It gets vetoed by the
Yes.
Flame Falcons.
Why?
You
Something
shall-
something Astartes honor. Something something. Best recruits from hardship. Something something.
Can we put
No,
an
no,
age limit
no,
on there
no.
that no one under like 14 can ride the bus? Oh, that. There you go.
No. You have a space shuttle. And you keep it, and you make it into the design of an old school bus.
Molly could have run here by now.
No,
And then you make it green.
no. We take a shuttle and we model after a Winnebago. We get some
Yeah.
large
No, it has
furry
to be-
creature to pilot it. Anyway, let's fucking get to the capital. Jesus Christ.
All right.
Yeah. No, it has to be a green school bus. Because it's a Venga bus. We like to party.
Yes. You can leave the Lupus Dandric estate and travel across the continents to the Flame Falcons sector, the capital of the Ashlanids, and the house of the Cathedral of the Eternal Flame, also affectionately nicknamed the Omicron. As your shuttle approaches, you are tracked by about a dozen Icarus las cannons and Hedrah flak batteries, though you have the friendly IFF. You have Lupus Dandric IFF codes. You aren't even challenged for identification, but they still track you just in case. This would all be familiar to the characters, but for us as players, city has changed over the past few decades. It's grown. And as well as grown, it's become substantially more fortified. As I said, dozens of las cannons and autocannon turrets can be spared for just one shuttle. on either side of the cathedral, there is a great looming defense laser. Banks of void shield generators surround those, along with all fed from the plasma fusion reactor deep beneath the earth. The cathedral is one that has changed the most. Where before it was ornate Gothic stone, now it is covered in arcane metalwork. Sorcerous diagrams designed to amplify Jacques' holy light and to prevent the souls of the sacrificed psychers from escaping, or worse, from invoking dread powers to try to free themselves. There is a permanent guard of Flame Falcons stood at the door, and more within, and that open like a great maw beneath the steps leading to the entrance. There is now a freshly carved shuttle bay. This one is not your destination. Well, count yourselves fortunate that none of you ever have to go into that vaulted passage, for that is the destination of psychers, those chosen to fuel Jacques' light. You can set down on the private shuttle bay, a private landing pad at the foot of the cathedral hill. Menials and menials and house colours quickly attend you, setting in fuel lines to top the shuttle up. If you've brought any luggage or anything, helping you with it. And you are safely arrived in the capital.
Feels like ages since we've been here.
I've been here maybe once. Or twice. Usually Topin's not around here, so I don't have anyone to visit. Doing other stuff.
What?
Like, I visit, I mean annoy.
Ah, yes, of course. Well, today we all get to annoy the Grandmaster, so try to be on your best behavior.
Fine. You should tell that to your blueberry.
Xiph,
Yes?
we're about to meet the Grandmaster of the Flame Falcons. Please try and be on your best behavior.
Have I not already?
You have been, but just in case, you know. You're granted a lot of leeway normally, but the personal guard of the Grandmaster might not be so generous.
If I keep my helmet on, then they won't know I'm making eye contact. That'll be fine.
When are you going to be staring at Chalk's codpiece?
Why would they need to wear a codpiece?
To protect their cods?
But
Why do you
they're
wear a
in armor.
codpiece?
I wear a codpiece?
Hey, your armor has a bit of armor on top of your junk. Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, a codpiece is the piece of armor that protects your dick from getting stabbed, yeah.
Huh.
And yes, Tau Fire Wars do in fact have a quite prominent codpiece. Here, let me quickly show you. Just put a sample in VCT. That's his cock armor.
Ow.
Ahem.
It is quite important. But yeah. Where were you? You were talking about...
Yes, I was telling Xiph not to stare at their codpieces.
So yeah, no, I'll just, Is Kalchev coming with us?
Yes.
Yes.
Just stare at Kalchev's, ass piece. Or,
Fair enough.
well, I mean, cats may have a problem if I stare at your big wobbly things.
It's honestly better to just call them boobs at this point. That's not
Big
innuendo, that's just using more syllables.
Okay.
Ada, same at you. I know this is all probably quite quaint to you, but try to be respectful. Jacques here is one of the most important people in the galaxy, really, right now.
Ooh. Fancy.
Yes. And I've also seen him kill people by smushing their head in his bare hands, so, you know.
To be fair, that's not really that impressive given what we've seen.
You can shut down Ozcar. You can. I almost said Ozcar. You can shut down Canid with this one simple trick. Molly will just start rubbing the inside of her ears.
Happy Ada noises.
Alright, alright. Go along then.
Oui, Captain.
We'll ascend the stairs.
Alright. It's quite a long climb. These steps are definitely more meant for space marines than they are for people. But yeah. Other than potentially puffing yourselves out, there's no real risk here, so I'm not going to require a roll. Unless any of you particularly want to do one to show off. Oh yes, I am super fit.
John's probably made this climb plenty of times. Just take it easy.
Yeah.
Smug mechanical leg noises.
Surprised you're bothering to use your legs, flying spoder.
Remember, I can only do that for like 10 minutes.
That's more than enough to get up the stairs.
It's
Yeah.
fine. I'm auto stabilized. Ada's not bouncing around.
Darn.
The inside of the cathedral is much the outside. See, doors open for you, the honor guard permitting your passage. Another lance of falconers stand ready along with a pair of paladins. But behind them, where once was a place of worship, there are now banks of arcane machines tended to by priests in quartered heraldry, showing allegiance both to the Flame Falcons and to the Mechanicus of Mars. There is a hush in the air, the only sound that of your footfalls, for the eternal flame burns silently.
Jeanne thinks back to the time she first came in here as a child and just could not resist going, "Echo, echo, echo, echo."
Is he supposed to be on fire?
Yes, did the term Flame Falcon not spell it out?
Indeed, Xiph, all of the Astartes are on fire to various extents.
But I thought it's just, a name. I mean, it's not like the scythes or the library people are just walking books or farming equipment.
No.
Salamanders aren't dragons. The Imperial Fists are not just giant hands.
No, but it is in reference to their blessing. The fires of Leth burn through them. Each of these men is warded by the Emperor against the forces of the Nether. Each of them is a bastion of purity. Jacques most of all.
God, he must not. That's why we haven't seen much forests around.
No, that was the Exterminatus. Once people reacted as you do now with fear, but thankfully some people realized the value of the Flame Falcons and ensured that they survived.
I'm not so much afraid as I am confused and curious.
They are alight with the Omnissiah's Forge.
I guess Xiph takes out a book and flips through it a bit. Reading the front of it says Gothic slang. Says, well, they must be pretty lit. Is that right?
I thought you said you would behave.
I said behave with them. They haven't interacted with me yet.
Yes, the Falcons are quite lit.
Okay.
You might even call them goated with the sauce.
Careful, you mention the sauce and Gaston will get worked up again.
Right, come on. Let's not awkwardly stand at the door forever.
I thought we were moving information. Merzendi, can you just move us information?
Xiph, why are you running around?
Echo, echo, echo.
Wait, do you actually yell out echo?
No. I'm behaving. I'm holding
Yeah.
Couch's hand tightly.
If a bluebird starts running around screaming echo in the air. There, you just salsa. You just smush.
You become the sauce.
You become an
Mm.
echo of who you once were.
Right. So, as you get this close, you'll see the figure inside the flames clearly. Jacques de Phlegethorn is still in his artificer plate, for, as we all know, out of character. That is all his physical form is. His flesh long since burned away over 5,000 years of service. He's sat in a throne blackened with soot, with great cables running from it into his armor and connected through a great ash-black pipe into the strange mechanisms installed throughout this cathedral. Is almost hunched in his chair, weight of ages pressing down upon him. But as you step forwards, his helm lifts a little, and that flame that is him, distinct from the flame all around him, that glows a little more brightly. Jeanne, is it time then?
Jeanne will just grin and it's gonna like set her things aside and is gonna swoop into the fire. It's time for the yearly hug.
Ah. He lifts his arms to welcome you.
Everyone else can see
you
Jeanne
enter
just
reach, just pulls you into lap.
yes.
You can ask him for Space Marines, like asking Santa for an Xbox.
Exactly. Yeah, everyone else just sees Jeanne walk into a pillar of like fire reaching up to the heavens. Just plonk. Casual as can be.
Yeah.
Entirely unsurprising for Molly, but
How does Ada react to seeing that?
So she knows what she's doing. She gonna. Oh no! How is she fine?
huh?
And she just. I can feel the heat from that. That's not like an illusion. That's a real fire. Like, how's she fine?
Correct. It's the energy pulled from the immaterium. Jeanne is the daughter of a living saint, or one touched by the Omnissiah's forge. Flames can't hurt her. Well, these flames can't. I imagine regular Prometheum would.
Ah.
I've never tried myself, even though I'm also one of Juno's daughters, because I'm also a lot of robot.
Yeah, probably best not to risk it. Like, and even if you'd be fine, your robot parts would get heated up, and you'd probably not be fine from that. Like, internal cauterization, that'd be really messy.
Yep, so I just gotta sit right here and think about, uh, I'm gonna think about those machine spirits over there. Just let John do her thing.
Insert cheesy saxophone music. We're just looking at those machine spirits.
Oh, how she does want to touch them, but she promised she'd be good. She's not gonna scuttle off and do stuff. You'd see scuttling if Tilpin was here.
A little stick bug dance. Yeah. Once John's settled in, she will give a relieved sigh as, like, the familiar warmth of the Emperor washes over her rather than that sort of cold gold from before. Huh. Did the Master Tiro tell you about our misadventure in time?
Some. And I have seen more. This is a prison of it, but not one absolute. And grandfather's light. It has opened for me a sight I had not known before.
Oh? What have you seen?
I have seen far and wide. I have seen things both good and ill. I have seen the first return to his sons. And I have seen grandfather himself fall to madness and ruin.
Well, that's only sort of, but yeah. But I think we can stop that from happening still, or fix the damage that's been done. But my friends and I can't do it alone. That much is clear.
No man can be an island and triumph. Even grandfather. He did not stand alone. For him, the hero, Malcador, he stood by his side. On the task you embark upon, I wonder if it is any less strenuous. For my grandfather wished to save our species, and you Take now your responsibility of saving the soul of it in his being.
Yeah, it's a tall order. I'm still trying to work out the how of it. I always thought something like this would fall to Mom or my sisters, but I was supposed to be the normal one. And here we are. But we'll manage, somehow.
I have full faith that you will.
I think if I can somehow bring a piece of Grandfather here, then I can perhaps cleanse that ruin and madness, reunite what was lost. Have you felt your connection to him grow stronger lately? More intense?
I have. It is each day that passes in the flames, I understand him more. Even as I become less myself, to make good upon that understanding. I tell you this, Jeanne. The hole that was left in Grandfather, it has been filled 1,000 times over. By sacrifice given, willingly or not. You wish to reunite him as he was. Fix what was broken. You will not just have to fill the gap, but force out that which has taken up its place. That shall be the taller order. And I would not attempt such unless you have every piece.
Do you mean there's more than just the one or two?
I mean, but the spark of goodness that you are looking for, that set you on your quest. Do not look for that within the heart of darkness.
Right.
It would not have lived there. And so it is gone.
Have you felt anything from that piece? Some hint as to where it might be or be going? There's a whole sector out there and it's kind of a wasteland.
It seeks those who know it already in their heart. Where you might find that, I know not. To translate from my senses into real space, that is murder. I am no navigator. But serve as such aboard the eternal flame. When I could truly see grandfather. But now, this rift cuts us off, and I am left with but impressions.
Do you think then it would come to me if I stayed somewhere long enough?
Oh. Oh. It has found its place.
And as long as it's staying in one place, then that... I'm sure we can find it eventually. There's a couple of places that seem likely. Well, one, really, but... I think that's something to go on, at least. Jeanne just gives everyone a thumbs up.
And something is better than nothing, little one.
Yes, and infinitely more than we had before.
Would that I could join you in this. Too long has it been since my sword found the flesh of his foes. And too long has it been since I have looked out with my own eyes.
Mm-hmm. Jeanne will place hand on the cheek plate. Well, Mom says that there's Tyranids coming, so... if I know them, they'll probably be honing in on you, so... you might get your wish sooner rather than later. At least for a little while. But if you came with us, the whole sector would kind of fall apart, so...
It is true.
But if you can spare them,
And yet,
I would certainly take some of your Marines if you can spare them. This orc problem's going to sort of block us from searching before too long.
yes, the battle moon.
Yeah, it'll be a battle planet if the orcs have their way. Have their sights set on a artificial ring 4 times the size of Terra.
I cannot spare you enough to grant you victory in that fight. Well, or against such a foe. Even if all Flame Falcons marched as one, with me at their head, we would not have the strength to meet them blow for blow.
Perhaps, but luckily we don't need to meet them blow for blow. I just need enough men with enough resolve and strength to take down that moon's shields. Because Mayor gave me some cyclonics.
The madness of that man knows no ends.
Well, I don't see a better option for dealing with a moon that writhes with orc flesh.
There's truth in that.
What's that saying? Only the insane may prosper?
Even so, to take down enough of their generators to actually create a gap in their shields. Oh, do not think one shall be enough. Even orcs, when they are in such number, they have the cunning of a beast. They know how to cover their bellies. But still, I shall give what I can.
And for that I'm in your debt.
Well, Jacques' helm will turn slightly, no longer looking at you, but instead off into the distance, and let's see. Is anyone here a null?
Nope.
Okay, but you do have the machine trait, yes?
I have the machine trait 5, Merzendi.
Okay, can everyone except Molly give me a willpower test? Any protections against psychic powers will apply. While you do those, I'll be right back.
Do a willpower save?
Yep.
Any advantage? Or non-modified?
Nah. Psychic stuff.
Yep. Remember, your
Wow.
armor should give you a plus some 20, I think.
I don't think that matters.
You.
Yeah. Okay, so
Everyone else doing your
willpower-
rolls, remember, yeah, give yourself a plus 20 for your armor. Unless you were mad enough not to wear it.
Xiph is just like, God, man, they're actually just on fire. It's so weird. He's just distracted by that. He's
literally
like, they're just on fire.
Literally just brain too smooth. You cannot hurt me. He just slides right off.
He's
That's
just staring at one of the honor guards. It's like, you're on fire. Like, he's not saying that. He's just like, they're on fire, but not screaming. It's so weird. Fire
That's
makes
it.
me
This is
scream.
This is not fear-based either, right?
No, this is definitely just like a
Alright,
psychic shockwave.
Yeah,
Okay, so
good work, Xiph.
He's just too distracted by they're like actually on fire. Like he just keeps going from one to one. Like they're not reacting at all.
No, I know exact. Hang on. I know exactly what Xiph is doing. I'll put it in VCT.
Ozzy,
straight.
Gaston.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
I'm just checking to see if I have anything else with my...
Yep. Like, that is that.
Okay, this is...
Stray, have you bought Ada hexagrammatic armor yet?
Yep.
Okay.
What's the roll with Hex?
Plus 20.
That was like one of the first things I did for Cindy.
I'll buy in.
Alright.
I'll buy in.
Well, if everyone else is gonna succeed, I might as well fucking try. Oh, everyone but Louise. Poor baby. Everybody but Kitty.
Blinded by the light.
Alright.
If you haven't,
He-
did you have
is
you
he-
punched in Ada's armor and everything, Merzendi, yet, or no?
No.
Okay,
I literally just did her characteristics so far.
Okay.
'Cause
You did ask me if I wanted to stat it out over the next couple of weeks, and then I asked you, and then you ghosted me.
Yes, you asked me while I was dying of heat stroke.
Never got back to me.
Because I forgot. Because
Heat
did.
stroke.
Yes.
So you're saying because you had heat stroke, the text disappeared?
No, I just never. I didn't remember it existed.
You will learn, Hedrah, that
Therefore-
Merz has the memory of a goldfish.
No, no, that was exactly because you had heat stroke, or getting heat stroke there, the text disappeared.
The
did
notification
that.
about it did disappear.
Yes, but the best part about it is that you rediscover it, much like concrete.
Do you want me to
But then it was...
plug in all of our
Hey.
weapons and armor, or
Yes, please. And, work out what fucking career you want her to be in.
well, we're gonna talk about it. We'll talk about it after the session, or in. I'll just message you while you're doing this. But for now, we'll just work on our
Alright,
weapons and armor.
So, right, Kitty does not have corruption points, which is good. So instead of getting oh, good. Now, instead of getting smoked by the holy kaboom, yeah, all of you are rocked by just a mental wave. Parts drops to one knee under the force of it. The blood beading in one of her nostrils. All of you get a sense of a calling, a command, almost a summons, but not to hear. As the psychic echo fades, Jacques will turn his helm back to Jeanne. I have passed my instructions. You will be met at Cyclothrath by 3 ships.
Whoa.
Master Palatine and Master Lanchair shall be with you.
Jeanne's eyes will widen. It is way more than she could have ever hoped for. She will just throw arms around Jacques again. Thank you. I won't let you down.
Have no fear of it. You go once more to danger. But this time you know what it is that you face.
Yes. And knowledge is power.
Guard it well, Jean.
Speaking of power, oh my god, Louise, are you okay? Jeanne finally looks up. It's like, oh no. Hops down.
Yeah. She pulls out like a little cotton bud and pushes it into nose. That was a little more than I was expecting.
Jeanne was gonna quickly like bounce over, still like little embers flicking off of herself, and just take a kerchief out and daub up her face. First time, huh?
First time of that magnitude. First time is close as well.
Looks like you're alright.
Surprised you're all right, John.
I
You
wouldn't
were
be.
right in there.
Well, I mean, what's a miracle between friends? Yeah, imagine Jean's probably been pretty close when that's happened before, and shrugs it off. Give Kitty a hug. Alright. Everyone alright?
I don't even know what happened.
Atta girl.
And I
Yes,
don't
I
want
guess.
to, and I don't want to know.
It was very simple. Grandmaster sent us a telepathic message.
Just
Well,
brushes his mustache in order again from the fucking psychic blast wave.
well, I think
We
the
spoke
Omnissiah
about
that my soul is made of iron.
Jeanne will glance at Ada and Xiph, who, despite being abhuman and Xeno, seem basically fine.
Well, did something happen?
Ada's hair is all just stood on end. Like you know how sometimes cats get when they their tail gets when they're like stressed. That's her with all of her hair.
It's like when your dog sees a delicious-looking hedgehog just outside the door, but it's closed.
No.
I kind of spaced out what happened.
Nothing, Xiph. It's fine. And Master just sent the interstellar email. And I'll
Okay.
parse for you. Right. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's cool. I come up here, there's like a little smoke effect on it.
And when you actually go inside, like the the throne and him should get much clearer because, like, one
Yeah.
layer of the flames is foreground.
Oh, that's cool.
I want to see the
Yeah.
cool thing.
And just,
You can all just move your tokens into it if you like.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
they came out with this feature like a month or two ago.
there's finally found a
Neato.
use for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's. Jeanne is sure Kitty's okay. She'll just dip back, take one of Jacques' hand in both of hers. Thank you. We'll be back as soon as we can. Hopefully with something miraculous in tow.
I will see you again. That is certain.
Jeanne will nod gravely at that and choose not to say, one way or another. Give him a respectful bow and return to crew. Right. Well, unless you all feel the spiritual need to contemplate the holy light of the Emperor.
There was one other thing, Jean.
Oh.
The task ahead of you. You will need not just warriors, but weapons. You are aware Goth has been rediscovered.
I had heard, but I had also heard that it was nothing but a grave.
Such was said of Leth. And look upon it now.
True.
There is no life. There may not be life there. Not as it was in its days of glory. But it was a great stronghold of the Mechanicum. There are vaults there that lie yet unplumbed. One of our fleets they have made some expeditions there. Part of our campaign against the pirates of the Grail Dark. Sir Remy. Oh oui, Grand Master. Present the Lord Cap. See to it that the Lord Captain receives all the necessary navigational materials to reach Goth. Oh oui, Grand Master. I know not if you have the time, but if you do, the war you fight is one in which every age shall be of great use. Our weapons of a crusade. You have already seen how they can be an advantage.
Indeed. Huh. You need not tell me twice. Molly, how would you like to go visit a forgotten Forge world?
Wait, hang on. Which one are we talking about?
Goth, the namesake of this sector.
Sure, you might never come back, but sure.
We'll come back. We always do.
I didn't mean in that sense.
Oh, well.
It is the greatest danger for an explorator. Potential coil power outage because you got so stuck in the archaeotech you forgot to recharge.
I am going to carry so much archaeotech. Oh my, what if we find an STC fragment?
Yeah, what if? Alright. Well, that's a plan if I ever heard one.
Grandfather, go with you. All of you.
John will once again bow. Return to friends. Sorry. Go from one friend to other friends. Oh, this is exciting. Archaeology, baby.
I really, really thought there was a gunslinger class in this game, but I can't find it. I think I just was confusing
Dark Heresy.
Swashbuckler. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that I just saw Swashbuckler and autocorrected to Gunslinger. That's unfortunate.
Which is
I wanted
ironic because it's a melee
Ada.
class.
Yep. I just wanted Ada to be good with her guns. What? No.
I mean, to be fair, anybody can be good with a gun in this fucking game.
Oh, core career. I mean, she would
Yeah.
be, her core career would just be an explorator.
Okay.
Just with
It's
no
just tweaked,
Mechanicus
'cause-
implants.
Yeah, because she's I was talking with Merzendi. Yeah, I guess she has the Arch-Heretic elite advance because she has the the horrible background of being an actual competent scientist.
Two
Who went
archaeotechs
to
in
university.
love. So, once the party starts, like, heading out, Jeanne will look back with a wistful smile. Seeing Jacques fills me with confidence. And, hopefully now, our hold with loot. Did you hear him? 3 ships of Space Marines coming to help us, too.
Oh, who?
Alright, you weren't paying attention.
Was not staring at the Archaeotech. No, not doing that. Ada, what happened?
So Jean got all cuddly with the suit of armor, and they chatted a bunch, and yeah, apparently the Master Lanchea and Master Palatine are coming with us. I don't know who those guys are, but they sound really shabby.
Yes.
Excellent.
Molly, you would recognize those titles as belonging to Master Renault and Master Tilpin.
Yay!
Sorry, did I
Molly-
just say Aloha? I'm sorry.
No, you
No, you
said
said
Molly.
Molly.
Oh, I did. Okay, good.
Yeah. Molly's gonna stick bug dance. She loves Uncle Tilpin.
Jeanne has the same reaction about Renault.
She's gonna ask him how many people he's killed since last time they talked, and if they screamed.
Jesus. So, Ada, do you believe in warp powers now?
I mean, that was verifiable evidence of certain extra-dimensional energies, yeah. I still don't know about, like, everything else you've been saying regarding that. But I am open to seeing more proof.
Just don't be too open.
That's how you summon demons. Demons are bad. It says so right here in the Explorator's primer.
Hmm.
Don't worry,
All bananas.
you'll have your chance to see them eventually, I'm sure. Just... we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. In the meantime, well, that was our morning done. Ozzy, do you want to go see your parents?
I do, but I also don't want to roleplay it.
That's fair.
It's just fucking Oscar Ceiko and Drustel Ceiko silently staring at each other.
Right? Because
Yeah.
Merzendi says you have to take control of your old character. It's just, it's ellipses.
I mean, even if it
5
was
minutes.
Merz playing old Ceiko, it would still just be ... dot.
Yep. Just ellipses. 30
Pretty
seconds
much.
later, ellipses. That was the best talk with my father I've ever had. I love my dad. We still never talk sometimes.
Oh. Similarly, Jeanne will suggest Louise go see her her mom. While we're here.
I do not have that prepped in any way.
That's fine. Don't need to roleplay it. As long as, she's around. Kitty gets to see her. Jeanne gets to, in private, tell her that the two of them are dating. Maybe I'm going to marry your daughter someday.
Nice.
Don't tell mom, don't tell mom, don't tell mom.
Yeah, don't tell mom. Also, don't tell Kitty. Presumably Gaston also wants to visit his family. Because, well, Hedrah's only been here for a few sessions. Gaston's been here for the whole campaign.
Indeed.
One visits their families.
Not that there's much he can fucking say.
Yeah, it's okay to just let them know, hey, we fell back through the warp for like a year and a half. Hi, how you doing?
Yeah.
That's just a thing that happens. I have one thing I'd like to do before we leave. Actually, two things. Quick things, easy things.
Man, why does Savin get two things?
I mean, you can have one of the things if you want.
Nah, go ahead.
First, I need to give Mom the data on, like, quote-unquote E and that little terror cell from early in the campaign, so she can go push a boot up her ass while we're gone. And also maybe send some sort of, like, encrypted thingy to the Cyclone Gate to have them just register us as having gone through the gate twice instead of just the one time. Presumably they keep track of such things, and if we're going to go with the cover story that we just fell back in time a while, it would be nice if our passage through the gate matched that, if anyone goes looking.
That's it's fair call.
And the other thing, Jeanne's just gonna go down to the either to, like, Juno's kennel, or fucking, we're here in town, just find a, like, dog to match Lemon Ruff up with, because I want to give puppies to orphans, but we need to start that project now.
Yeah, you do.
So,
Are you finding Lemon Ruff a girlfriend?
yes. We are finding Lemon Ruff. Preferably a pedigree, but if not, I mean, they're just for orphans. It can just be whatever dog.
Well, you can't borrow mine. She's not wide enough for that.
You know, if Tau and humans can breed, what about canid ab humans and dogs? No. Not going to
Let's
pursue that
not.
line of research.
I'm kind of glad.
But yeah, I think that's...
That is definitely not for Twitch.
I think if I can get that taken care of, that's good for me.
Feel free to install the bonus MerzenTrader mod on loverslab.com. Yeah. Not actually a canon thing.
Yet.
Thank you for okay.
You are welcome.
Speaking of things that actually should be role-played out, though, I believe Ozzy was going to go talk to the other twin.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So good luck with that. I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
it's something you're going to have to do eventually.
Yep. This one I did want to roleplay. I guess we gotta find her first, right? It's like she's been
Yep,
Not in the usual spots?
indeed.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you will have a mild advantage to that, as just time me slightly. After the dinner on the first night, Oz, Pascal would have buttonholed you into a private room.
Yeah, okay.
Oz, if you will, I would have words for you for a time.
Yeah. What's up?
I do not mean to pry, but in my role as ship's chaplain, there are times where I must.
Okay.
Yourself and Elizabeth. There is trouble there, yes?
Some, yeah.
She has come to me in the past several times in the past few days. She has asked
Okay.
for guidance. It is not my place to share our troubles, but I believe she will. I cannot help her completely. She will need to speak to you on it
Of course.
when you both are ready.
Okay.
Seek her at the chapel.
Okay. Thank you, Pascal.
It is my pleasure and duty. Just be gentle.
I'll try.
She is. Our emotions dance upon the edge of a knife.
Yeah, that makes sense. She definitely seemed the most troubled day of the day of the nightmares.
Yes. Yes. There has been much trouble from those. Try not to blame yourself for what she saw.
No. Yeah.
Well, I know you, and I know that you will blame yourself.
You're not
But you
wrong.
should not.
I at least know what to blame it on. That's at least the difference here. So I appreciate it. Try not to blame myself. Thank you so much.
Gives you a nod.
Best of luck with everything else.
And you as well, Oz. It is a long road ahead of us all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can move back forwards from then to
A few days later,
yep.
or whenever we're supposed to be. Yeah.
Yes. Nebulously a few days later. Ow.
Mhm.
Sorry, bit my tongue slightly.
Oh,
Ow.
Yeah, some of my teeth have just been getting irksomely sharp.
Well, British.
So yeah. Now we know where to find her.
Yep.
So I guess Len and I will head to the chapel.
All right. When you get there, you will be noticed by one of Pascal's like junior priests. And yeah, it will guide you into a side room. It's like with everything on this ship, it's nice, but for all that it's nice, it's relatively austere. It's comfortable chairs, but they aren't particularly decorated. Indeed, the only decoration are just frescoes on the wall depicting scenes from the scenes from the Testament of the Fire Lord.
Ah, right. Yes. But yeah, it's quality without being extravagant.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's if you've ever been to a Catholic cathedral, it's those sort of vibes.
Yeah. My grandparents are Catholic. I do know.
Yeah. They're Catholic, but they're also American Catholic, so like
True.
yeah. You've had the Catholic itch for substantially less time than, Europe.
Of course, obviously. We've had a lot of things less time than Europe.
well, Europe kind of brought the itch with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just mean that in a sense of like, I don't know how much you've actually had built over there.
The phrase "megalithic cathedral" comes to mind.
A lot on the East Coast, not so much over here. There are cathedrals in California. They were built by the Spanish, but there's not that many, and they're not like European impressive because they were built, by the Spanish 5,000 miles away from home.
Yeah, bit hard to do, Gothic and Baroque architecture when you've got to import the fucking stones that bloody far.
Yep. That's why
And
most
import the bloody architect.
Yep, that's why most what we have here are missions, and that's a very distinct style of
Yes.
Catholic building.
Yeah. Yeah. When you're all set up in there, the deacon will leave, and yeah, he will leave you with the statement that he'll inquire if Sister Elizabeth is ready to see you.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate it.
Yeah. About 10 minutes later, the deacon will return. Could you make me either just a either a scrutiny or awareness roll, please?
All right.
+0 on either.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, Oz. You will see this time as he comes in, his gait's a little different. Because underneath his outer robes, you can spot the telltale shape of a stun rod, a low-pad cousin of the shock maul,
Huh.
and coming behind him is Liz.
Huh. I don't know what to make of that.
Yeah. Would you like to also throw a scrutiny
would.
on him?
Yeah.
Right.
Still +0, right?
This will actually be -10.
Okay.
He does not have any hostile intent, but he's you. It's less so now he's come in, but you saw it when the door just opened. He's puffed his chest up, made himself look big, made himself look strong and protective.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you can figure out who that's for the benefit of by yourself.
Yeah. Oh, poor Liz.
I'll guide her into a seat across from you and then go and stand by the door.
All right.
Hi, sis.
Hi.
Liz. Hey.
Liz. Oh.
It's been a bit. Hey. Yeah, but, you know, bad dreams. Don't want to
Yeah. They've
wake
been-
anyone up with them.
Oh, have they been persisting?
Now, actually, there we are. This time her sheet opened. She still doesn't look at you, but
Oh.
nods slightly.
Um,
Same one every night.
oh. Oh my goodness, you poor dear. Ugh. I won't immediately go for the hug, but I will open my arms invitingly, comfortingly.
As you, even without moving towards her, just reaching out towards her makes her flinch.
Oh, poor girl.
Sis, you, you know Oz. It's not gonna hurt you.
No,
It's
I'd never.
easy to say,
I know.
easy to believe in. Wasn't saying it every night.
Oh my goodness.
What?
What have you been seeing every night? If you don't mind me asking. Take it slow and easy. You don't have to. I'm not forcing you to say anything you don't want to say.
Now she does turn and look at you. And you can see her eyes are full of fear. And she says, Kane as well,
Yeah.
from your victim's eyes.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And I hear of, it's not a voice, it's a feeling. Feeling the same sort. Feels like it's from the same place where When I'm in the church, I hear the hymns, I feel warmth, I feel love, but the dreams, it comes from the same place and it's just disappointment.
Ooh. Poor girl. Yeah.
As it goes on, as you kill me, disappointment turns into anger and into hate. And into she's going to make another willpower test. She trails off there.
Oh, my poor baby. I don't know how to respond. No.
The bimbo surgery would be an option here. It's not a good option, but it's an option.
No. Obviously, it's an option, but yes, it's horrible. Oh. Mm.
Sorry, I need to be back a sec and close all my windows as it's just started raining.
Wait,
Oh.
hey, Savin, can you do me a solid?
Yo, what's up?
Can you send me the original Manta Mom art from COC2?
The Foothills one or the...
The trio and
Yeah,
like the
okay.
thick mom one?
Sure.
Because I've been trying to find like tally refs, and I'm just gonna be like, yeah, this but with like pink and white hair, pink eyes and white hair. I mean,
Understandable.
What the hell do I do here?
Man, I'm not sure there's much you can do other than try and get her, like, actual psychological help. We have a fucking
Yeah.
counselor on this ship. Somewhere.
this
Yeah, we do.
sounds like something that is only solved by technology or intensive psychotherapy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're definitely gonna have to get her to the counselor.
And alternatively, you could seek out medical help to just stop having dreams.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's not, the best option in the universe, but it works for Scow.
Yeah. Yeah, so.
Hello, Merz.
Yeah, hi.
Hello.
It's hard to find the right words. The fact the Dark Emperor would go this far as to make me the bad guy in your nightmares. Ugh. I'm So sorry, Liz.
She doesn't say anything, just gives a very slight nod of her head.
This was never meant to be your burden. Throwing my guilt onto you? That's... Oh, that's horrid. Appreciate you coming to the church to seek guidance, but I'd also like you to see the counselor if you're okay with that. Again, I don't want to force you on anything you don't want to do, but this, I imagine it can only be helpful for you.
I can try, but
I'd appreciate it.
the worst part of it, uh, it doesn't just stop at hate, Oz.
Oh,
Goes through to absolute certainty.
can I buy in on that willpower test?
I'm treating it as close enough here. She's going to
Okay.
tell you she's going to be like hesitant and maybe stutter a bit on it.
Fate point buy-in.
So
No,
that's what we're talking about.
it certainty that you belong in hell. That I should put you there.
Oh,
And if I don't, then I'm just condemning my own soul as well.
mm. Again, that's definitely the Dark Emperor talking. Your actions are your own, and the fact that I'm a monster has no bearing on what you do with it.
We're meant
Oh,
we're meant to be out here being heroes.
yeah.
What's hero good for except slaying monsters?
Well, sometimes it takes a monster to be a hero. That's what I've been trying to tell myself. Believe you me, that's right up until the I should take you down myself. That's basically everything I've been feeling about myself since the incident. The guilt, the anger, I don't think I'm seeing heaven. That's for sure. But I'll I'll guarantee as much hell gets put back where it belongs. That's where I want to be.
Right. I'm going to invite you to make a fellowship test. A skill of your choosing, if you wish, or it can be raw fellowship.
You get a +10 bonus from the ship.
I could make a command roll. I don't know if that would work here.
You will have to justify this skill.
Yeah, no, I'll just roll
So
raw.
yeah.
Command her to love you. That works for Jeanne.
Appreciate the +10 from the ship.
Remember, you can also spend a fate point to get another +10.
That's true. I'll just see where it goes from.
The plus,
I will fate re-roll that.
yeah, and I will tell you the fate +10. That is in addition to buying in. But the +10 you do have to do before you roll. I'll let you do it now. If you want to be re-rolling, aiming at a 50.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that now. Yes. Okay. God damn it!
Oh no, that's the worst thing that could have happened.
Offer the DM to burn one of your fates.
Oof.
Hmm.
That's...
I mean, if you want to, if you care about this character, that's you.
I do. Yeah, I would burn a fate point to make this a success if I could.
You will not be able to instantly make it a success. You can, however, reroll again.
I'll do it.
Don't be like me and reroll a crit fail into a crit fail. Come on, buddy, I believe in you. Okay.
Oh,
At least it's not a crit fail, all right.
yeah.
Oof.
Alright.
Sorry, winner.
Worth though, not to make it a crit fail.
Yep. And since you both spent and then burnt fate, even though you failed, I will give you a bonus on her willpower.
Okay.
As you radiate positive vibes. Yeah.
Finally. Okay.
Hesitantly at first, and then more confident with each passing moment, Liz pushes out of her chair and then goes over to hug you.
Oh my goodness.
You're right. It's not our emperor.
No.
You-
Oh.
You aren't the monster he's trying to make me think you are. You wouldn't hate yourself half so much if you deserved me to hate you.
Oh. I love you so much.
She doesn't say it back, but she buries her face in your shoulder.
Yeah. Oh.
It'll be a while before she's comfortable saying it, if ever, but
Oh.
you've made the first step,
Yeah.
and that is quite possibly the hardest.
For sure. Oh. I'm assuming Lenora's getting in on this too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Group hug. Oh. These girls are so cute. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's my girl. I can't promise I'm not a monster, but I will promise to be the right monster.
What a thing to say.
Yeah.
So, as long as you're our monster.
That's what I want to be.
He said as the collar snapped around his neck.
Listen, if they do, I'm not saying no.
Look, if the only way to get Liz to be comfortable around you is to tie you up, put a collar and a muzzle on you, and I mean, that's just what you gotta do.
Exactly. Yeah, this is worth burning a fate point for.
Yeah. Jeez, I am very glad you didn't take that crit fail.
No, yeah.
Time for Liz to shoot you in the face.
Merz does let you offer up permanently throwing away your fate points to change a doomed situation. She's done it for almost all of us.
She let me burn a
Yeah.
fate point to create a doomed situation that one time, remember, guys?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Now is definitely not the right time to propose.
No.
No, I don't. I do not think so.
Maybe if I succeeded on that fellowship, maybe.
Even then, I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Nah.
I think
Jeanne
you
had
need
no
to wait.
idea what you three were going through when she dropped those rings off.
True.
I think you need to wait a couple of months to let things get back to normal.
Months might be shortchanging it, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. At least a few months.
We gotta wait till we're all comfy together again.
Or I should say, a few scenes with you and the girls before, because a few months in warp travel time, there is just stuff where Merzendi will just say, "What are you guys doing?" We're just like, we're just sitting around. What do you want? What do you want us to do? We're in warp travel.
Date night.
Usually, I want you to roleplay with each other.
No, we're gonna
Look at
roleplay
us.
with you, bitch.
I'm licking a
Yeah.
diode.
Or maybe you should invite people to come lick diodes with you. Yeah, I think we can close out on that
Touching
that
moment.
scene. Yes. Let's
I
go
think I
with
did a good
touching
job for
rather
once.
than exhausting.
I mean, yeah, it's always exhausting.
So, rest of the party. Anything else while you are on and around Lev?
Yeah, Molly doesn't really have anything to do here. She don't have stuff to do on Robot Planet, but like, other than being a nuisance to her mother, no, not really.
I think I've gotten what I needed here.
Welcome back, Gaston.
Oh, you might as well re-put that question to Hedrah then, since she was up.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
good.
Alright.
I mean, other than resupplying the ship with foie gras and baguette.
My cows.
Oh, right, we need to bring the cows with us.
Yes.
Howdy, partner.
Savin, could you remind me?
Yes.
Last time during the dinner, did I say anything about a Shader?
Yes, you said not during the dinner. No, it was during my talk with Mayror that she was waiting at the Cyclone Gate for us.
Ah, yes, yes.
Otherwise, yeah, Jeanne would absolutely have like gone, tracked her down, and applied hugs. She probably does that to Endeavor while she's here, and Narcy, assuming they're around.
Yeah, they are. They do live here. Endeavor is
Little old lady.
jolly, yeah, like jolly old grandmother. These days, even with the assistance of her, like exoskeleton, she can't stand up for particularly long. But oh boy, does she hug like a space marine?
Yay!
And yeah, Jeanne, could you roll 1d3, please?
Sure. Got a 1.
Right, and could you now roll 1d100?
80.
Right. You will leave that visit burdened with a great hamper full of 80 cookies.
Jesus Christ, woman. See, this is why Jeanne loves Aunt Endeavor.
It's also, you know,
Yeah, it's probably mostly Narcy
some
doing
from
the cooking.
Narcy.
Yeah, she was the one who had 4 dots in baking.
Listen, Endeavor helps.
Endeavor makes Narcy cook.
Yeah, listen.
Otherwise, Narcy wouldn't do anything nice for anybody unless she had to.
Listen, I am sure that having 18 inches of towel is a proper motivation to make cookies. Just like when Ralu was joined the remember when she joined MMM Savin
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, "All right, make cookies."
Boy, did we.
No, she really did not. She really crit because they were like, "All
that's
right, we're gonna
right.
cast.
No, it was the ice
we're
cream
gonna
movie.
cast. Yeah, the girls cast MMM on her and then told her to make cookies while she was being milked,
Moo.
and she crit failed. She wasn't able to do anything other than like idly stir the bowl.
And that's when Cass knew he lucked out. Ooh, special Tau flavor cookies. I'm gonna give one of those to Xiph. Xiph, I
They're
got you a
all
present.
flavored for a reason.
Oh boy, what flavor? Pie
What?
flavor.
What's going on?
I got you a present, Xiph.
I put my pants on.
It can wait if I'm interrupting something.
Oh, it's just hot in the ship.
Is it? It seems the same temperature it always is to me.
I turned the heat up in here. Xiph opens the door and is shirtless. Thankfully wearing pants.
Why
I
turn temperature up if uncomfortably hot?
I don't know. I think maybe firework thing, but it always helps me clean the armor.
Okay. Anyway, I have a present for you. Jeanne will hold out a plate of cookies. They
Oh.
are a special Tao recipe. Only one you recognize.
Crackleberry.
Yes. That's what they are.
Yep.
Yes. Well,
If you take one, it tastes of home.
Xiph sort of sheds a tear a bit. Like, very nice. You didn't eat any of them, right?
no. I brought all of them to you.
Good, because if my the biology books are correct, well, eating one of these is the equivalent of having 15 cups of coffee.
Jeanne's just gonna take one of the cookies off the plate and put it in her pocket.
Good luck with that. Actually, I probably should say good luck to cats. Anyway, Xiph will take the whole plate and say, "Thank you, Captain. Really."
You're very welcome, Xiph.
Now I'm gonna put the heat back down to normal before Kalchev gets back.
Good idea.
Yep.
Jeanne will just give you a little grin. Maybe open a window. Pat, pat.
I'm pretty sure that would kill everybody. That would kill me.
And Jeanne
Are we
just
in?
walks off.
Oh wait, we're not in space right now.
Wait, as if we are in space. That was a joke. Don't actually open a window.
Oh, okay. The only window I would know is on the crew deck, so I'd have to go all the way over there.
Hold on, Xiph.
Anyway, bye.
Wait, hold on, Xiph. I have something miraculous to show you. You see these
What?
tapestries on your wall here?
Yeah, they have the weird button there that I'm afraid would blow up.
Yeah, if you just undo the button and then you can pull them apart, Jeanne will open the fucking curtains on Xiph's window.
Wow, that man would have made some. I wouldn't have had to gone through so many candles. The moonlight would have been more romantic.
Pat, pat, pat. Alright. But seriously, also don't open those.
I won't.
Alright. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Xiph goes into the room. Xiph is happy that he followed an order a while ago not to be too open. The reason why the room actually was hot is so Xiph could sweat because Kalchev likes it when he's quote-unquote wet. He was preparing. Listen, she's blind, so, she has inklings towards other facets of feeling.
I no longer want to know.
Exactly. All you know is that Xiph will do anything for Kalchev.
Sweaty meat.
I need to draw a meme real quick.
Orca.
Fucking Jeanne is gonna be like jumping around, wearing her jacket backwards and everything as she goes completely nuts. Hopefully doesn't have a heart attack.
It's okay. It'll only get blamed on you if that happens. Ah, yes, here we go. Funny space picture.
Space.
There you go. Really one of the great bangers from the Traveler rulebook.
What's funny about that is that there is a non-0% bout of people who would do that in a panic.
And that's a great way to put out a fire.
Great way to also test natural selection.
So yeah. It was nice
Sorry,
to
as
go
I said,
back
I'm
to.
drawing a meme real quick.
I was just filling the dead air.
Sorry, I was reading. Yeah, take that.
Nerd.
I was reading the rule book.
Oh, it's even worse. You do that to yourself.
Now, I had forgotten something about for some reason I thought that bionic implants gave +2 to armor, but no, it's bionic limbs give +2 to toughness bonus for every limb that's hit.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Bionic Heart gives you +1 armor.
Yep, and so does cranial armor.
Yep.
That's why my body and head are 14 armor each. Got a thick skull. Doy. Um. Well, yeah, Savin, that Heck One Manticore art.
Yeah.
Never thought to combine the two, but that's really cool. I wish I'd thought of that.
I'm very excited to see Tally art now.
Yeah.
God damn.
I told
There
you,
we are.
Ralu once asked how she flew, and then Tally just made fun of her and shoved her head in her chest.
God damn it, Merz.
Jesus Christ, no.
Yes.
Why? Poor K.
Listen, it's Kalchev that's the freaky one.
This is known.
My God, she's a Fujo.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's also been established already.
Yes.
Can I wear
you.
the lingerie instead, Kalchev? No, I can't see it, but I can smell it. Oh my
No.
god.
No.
All right. All right. That's enough.
That's enough of kinky Russians. Moving on.
So yeah. That is all that you wish to do at home. Then, well, you'll be treated to another big meal for saying goodbye again. And,
Jeanne doesn't cry.
luck for me, everyone.
Alright.
Man, my
roll here.
my fate's back down to 2.
I can buy in on that.
Oh, I succeeded.
I'm shocked.
You ain't the
Right.
only one.
Oz, Gaston.
Hello, how do you calculate luck?
Oh, it's 9 times your maximum fate points.
We have a little roller.
Yeah, if you look in the macros tab, it should be there.
Go to macros tab, all luck roll, click on that, click
The
on
luck roll is lower now.
all luck roll, and then type in how many fate points you have. Like if you have 3 or 4, just type in 3 or 4, and it'll automatically do it for you.
That in extras or?
It's the little, like, 3 hexagons next to the cogwheel.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's not on the sheet. It's built. It's in the Roll20.
Yeah. Add it to your bar. We do a lot of luck rolls.
Okay, add to bar.
My RPG heritage has led me to the firm belief that luck shouldn't be random and it shouldn't be based on, you the player luck. It's something inherent to the character.
So, me and Xiph succeed.
Okay, that is absolutely a party failure. Carry on.
Oh, man. Can't have
Listen,
shit.
I'm not trying to roll to try to scoot under an 18. I got all my fates taken away. I only have 2 fate points now.
Oh, I thought you had 3.
Yeah.
No, I only had 2. I started the campaign with 2. I got 3 over the course of the adventure.
Oh man, only having 2 fate points must be so terrible.
Yeah, but I'm human and therefore superior, so I should have more.
You are far from human. You are toaster.
Yeah, man. 2
I
fate points. What an unimaginable luxury. Alright, well, Jeanne manages not to just ball uncontrollably into Dad's chest, so she'll stiff upper lip, give her parents both hugs and handshakes, and then lead her proud crew off to the great beyond once more.
All right. So, could you roll 2d10 minus ship speed?
Alrighty.
Although actually, how long would you have spent on Lev
Yeah, like,
as a whole?
basically however long it takes to rustle up the cows and get them on the ship. And we do have places to be, unfortunately.
Roll a d10 days for that.
Okay. Ye howdy.
Yeah. So, that brings us to the 14th of March, when you are setting off again.
Now, would you like that speed roll?
Sorry, just... Yep.
-2.
Okay, this does have a minimum of 1.
Okay.
It cannot take you negative time to like reach the to travel in real space. That's just
I don't know
absolutely
about
not.
that. It turns out the Mandeville point was actually just behind us. Sucks us in.
So, 15th of March, you return to the war.
Alright. Let's find out where we're going, though. How long is it actually going to take to get to fucking Goth. Jesus.
Guys, it's no longer Tales of the Anderkin sector. We're now Tales of the Gothic sector.
A
Yep,
mere 100
100
days.
days. If you go the roundabout route, if you are,
True. If we have some balls.
it's 92 days if you have balls, on average.
Uh,
That route is for sissies. Now this is a route with some chest hair.
yeah, and we know
And the
there's
fact
a
it's
Slaneshi
only-
demon prince who lives out there, so,
Yeah, the fact that it will only, on average, save you 8 days. Yes.
yeah, that is monumentally not worth it. Yeah, so no, I don't think I want to go through Mary's house.
Instead, you'll just tramp up her garden.
That's fine. So yeah, I mean, do you guys want to go to Goth? It seems to be the...
Molly unbelievably wants to go to Goth.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough, but it is, 100 days out of our way.
Listen,
I mean, it could be like
out of
5
ca-
days out of the way with a Markov drive, but...
out of character, we should probably go and do like the story that the DM set up. In character, Molly is absolutely going to throw a hissy fit if we don't go to Goth.
Hey, the DM told us to go to Goth, so I mean, and you always listen to Jacques.
I will say I don't have much prepared for either route, so yeah.
Well, I mean, clearly you don't need that much prepped if we just go to Kane's Will, of all places.
Alright, true.
But, you would...
I also don't really need that much prepped for Goth.
Good.
I have, random tables upon random tables.
Oh, boy. Alright, so I know where Stray wants to go. What do the rest of you think? Do we go somewhere between, 0 to 100 days out of our way to go to an ancient forge world and hopefully loot a bunch of cool Mechanica shit? Or do we go back to the Dandrukin sector? Yeah, the thing is, there's also the fucking, Ramil's class fortress in the Dandrukin sector we can lick. And also we need to go to Mazoa anyway. Yes. Xiph, Gaston, Ozzy.
Oui, mon capitaine.
Okay. What do you think about going somewhere between 0 to 100 days out of our way to go to an ancient Mechanicus Forge world?
I go where the captain goes.
If that's where the captain wants us to go, that's where we go.
I hate you
As
all.
long as they don't eat me.
And if they try, I will shoot them.
If they try and eat you, I'll shoot them too.
Just in the background, Molly. Gay!
Okay, well, the one person other than John who has cast a vote has cast it for Goth, so by God, I suppose we're going to Goth.
Everyone else, where? Molly, ooh, 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 ooh.
I said I'm down.
No, you didn't, but all right.
No.
I did.
Oh,
No, you
He
did
did.
not.
I heard him.
I didn't.
I'm glad you did.
I should.
Merzendi.
I should. Well, the DM heard it. It's the only important one.
True.
But
All right.
the rest
So
of
we
it
have
is-
2
it's
votes
not
to go to
bad.
Goth, 2 abstains, and John wants to go to Goth too, to be quite honest. So, all right, 3-0. Let's go.
Yes, I'm the fucking hellsman. You tell me where I fucking go, and I will go.
Alright. So, let
follow
me
the captain.
open up. There it is.
Is it?
Yeah. I was just struggling to spot where I had Vanavis Primer, and therefore, all of the rules about warp travel.
You know, Merz, we do have our navigator is an NPC now. You could just use the app.
I could actually, yeah. Um.
It is funny to me how,
Actually, how
in most ways,
does the app actually work?
yeah, you've used it before. Multiple
I
times.
Oh yes, not the one on the sheet where
No, I mean the
I
actual like download app from FFG.
yes. Sorry, I was looking at the sheet and trying to
Understandable.
So auto nav.
I was saying, I do find it quite
Let's
funny that
see.
like the Warhammer role-playing games are a direct derivative of Traveler, but where Traveler is like, oh, you want to go through the warp? Okay, you do it. You don't have to roll anything. This is like, and we made it so complicated, you need an app.
All right. Navigate warp is 70. Sinicience
Made it
is
so cool.
80.
Savin made it so complicated. Sounds like grapple rules. 3.5.
Honestly, this might actually be worse.
All right, let's okay. Oh fuck. Do you have a Markov 1 or Markov 2?
I believe it's a Markov 1, but let me double check for you. I do have it written down. Markov 1, yes.
Okay, what type of Gellerfield do you have?
We have a Warpsbane hull.
All right, and you have, I believe, good/best quality star charts.
Yep.
All right. You do not have that. You do not have that. You don't. I don't think your hull is cursed.
New.
All right. You
Unlike
don't have.
certain ships that I got stuck with for a while.
Don't have an Eldar Runecaster.
Alas.
I take it the ship is also fucking ruined up with magical bullshit.
That's the Warpsbane hull. Yeah.
Okay.
It is
Right.
made of the same stuff your hexagrammatic wards are made out of, basically.
Let's see. So ship bonuses. I think you've got a +10 to steering. Yes.
Yes, +10 navigate warp. That is from the Warpsbane hull, though.
Okay,
or do you
then
mean just like maneuverability?
I don't fucking know, Savin.
I'm gonna assume you mean the.
I'm going
like
to show you what auto nav's options are, and you can tell me if you think maneuverability goes.
Bonuses for journey.
There is a section called steering the vessel, and it's about like.
Oh yeah, steering the vessel
about...
is still navigate warp. So yeah, like I said, I have a +10 to that from the Warpsbane hull.
Alright, but we have already selected Warpsbane hull, so we probably don't need to do that again.
Yeah, presumably not. So I think that looks good to me.
Alright.
Let's see how this goes.
I'm going to press a button. Okay. It says this trip will take 26 days.
Oh, man.
New.
Dog shit ass roll on the Markov drive. That's a shame.
I guess so, yeah. What's really fun is the warp encounters.
Just wanna...
Although you're probably just going to avoid them.
How many weeks are in 100 days? That'd just be like, what, 15?
7
How
days
the
is a
frick has it gotten 26 days? Because it's gotten like...
7
Four-
days in 1 week, so 70
14
is 10
days.
weeks.
Yeah,
So
look, I was 1 off on quick math. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I had to use a calculator.
I'm very much unsure. Oh, yeah, because he crit failed chart course. That's how.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that'll do it. Could we get one of them rerolls on Vic? Or I'll spend a fate point. Don't care which.
At that point, I have to press navigate again for the whole thing. That's the issue with using the app. I can't input fate points.
I see. Interesting.
oh,
I like how we're heartbroken that we have only shortened our journey by 85 days.
No, we shortened it by 75, but still. Markov gonna Markov. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I was confused because I saw navigate warp, 11 degrees of success. Wow, that should bring this down to like a quarter. How has it gone on to? And then it's like, oh, the chart course is 96, so it was like starting at double.
Well, in that case, we could just have the numbers.
Yeah, that works. You can spend a fate point and we can knock this down to 13 days.
Works for me, Chief. No, the Pride of Fate does not have my fate points on it. There we go. Oh man, I actually
So,
go into my own fate points, Jesus.
28th March. I'm going to be right back, and then we can work out warp travel encounters.
Oh boy.
All right. So, fun fact: in this version of Warpsbane Hull, or something you have going on, it's rolling 2 warp travel encounters and picking one of them. So, which
Okay.
do you feel like risking? Gellerfield fluctuations or warp storm?
We can just steer around a warp storm, right?
You can steer around Gellerfield fluctuations.
But I can also steer around the warp storm.
Yes.
Uh,
Also, I'm not actually sure what Gellerfield fluctuations do, because they're
Well-
not on this table.
I'm pretty sure it
Well,
involves
that's just-
demons, and I
yes.
see.
See, it's because Gellerfields keep demons out. If there's a fluctuation, that
Yeah.
means there's a thinning
Now-
of that shield.
Normally, I would actually think the Gellerfield fluctuation would probably be the better alternative because our crew is very elite and it wouldn't really bother us that much. However, due to where we are, no thank you. I'd
I
rather
would-
deal with a storm. And for Hedrah's and Alla's reference, the Graildark Nebula here, there's a whole like subsector worth of planets out here that we don't know about. However, a like incredibly powerful demon prince of Slanesh lives out there. We don't go there. Mary's very nice,
Oh.
but I don't really want to go poke her for no reason.
Okay, so it's Vassal Corpus.
No, actually, she's like legitimately very nice. Just a little slip of a waif.
She just wants you to stay with her. Forever. And ever. And ever.
Yeah. Look, I like Mary, but I like her being over there away from me.
Okay, yes. Wow. Gelfield fluctuations is very shittily mentioned in the core book.
Ugh.
As most things are.
Alarmingly, the Gelfield that keeps back the baleful energies of warp begins to fluctuate. Hasty prayers to a machine god or a return to real space may be required. What that means, fuck if I know.
Well,
I'm sorry, did you
It's-
say it would require to manifest a machine god?
Hasty prayers to the machine god.
Oh, it's required.
in either
Yeah.
case.
or returning to real space.
Oh yeah, let's just return to real
Yes.
space and hope on the 1d5 years we go backwards or forwards in time, we go backwards.
And you might just, roll better on the random exit table, or worse, the campaign could just end. You could roll the everybody dies result.
Yep. So I'm gonna chance the warp storm rather than accidentally inviting Mary aboard.
Mary had a lump of space.
One of my favorite moments of all time last campaign was we were on a cursed-ass spaceship going through the Grail Dark, and Mary herself was like coming around to everybody's quarters, just like introducing herself as a human and offering everybody dinner. And she got to Pet's last character, and Pet's opened the door, looked at her, and just slammed the door in her face and went back to cleaning his gun. It's like, fuck off, thought.
Pretty sure that is the correct thing to do.
I mean, it was, but he didn't know it was a demon at the time. He was just being an asshole. Oh, Vic.
Well,
that would just mean he doesn't get a bonus on the next test.
Alright. Now, is
You
it...
don't get a bonus on your next test.
Plus 20.
It should be fine. He can just reroll the next test, because I believe it's the same, like, 90%.
It's, what's the ship's modifier? The Warpsbane hull,
Plus 10
it would
still.
be 80%.
It should be fine.
Yeah. Or actually, if he just spends it now, then that 80 turns into a 100.
Yeah, but he might not need to spend it at all. And it's spending my fate points. We haven't even gotten to Goth yet, so I'll risk the 80%.
Fair.
Surely he can't crit fail like 3 times. See? It's fine.
I love the just sudden pause of, oh god, what if he does?
No.
Alright, this now needs to be followed up by the helmsman. So, Gaston, this is you. This is a plus 10 piloting test.
I believe that gets our
Okay, plus 10.
maneuverability to it as well.
It should.
Which is... Fucking they moved shit around here. Where is it? I'm pretty sure it's 12.
So 10 from that. 12 from that.
Yeah.
It's 15 for maneuverability.
Where is it?
15, okay.
Oh, it's 12.
Directly
detection.
underneath hull integrity.
Oh, there it is. Yes. Okay. I wasn't expecting it to be a rolly doodle of that size.
Okay, so currently plus 25.
Yes,
anything
plus
else?
25. You can have an additional plus 10 from Jeanne, so 35.
Okay.
Pretty sure you auto-succeed.
Let's see.
What?
And then I have a plus 10 from Mew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just hear the fucking Pirates of the Caribbean music of.
Yeah, good job. You can navigate your way around the worst warp storm, and then the remainder of your trip, all is well. There is no warp turbulence in Dandrick Sing Se. So, just give me a... Alright, I'm going to ask for another party luck roll, please.
Oh,
Okay.
boy. Wow. Okay.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Whoa!
Alright, a -2 is fine. I'll live with that.
So I know I have to.
Okay.
Can you buy in?
Sure.
I was just asking if you could. Are you within
Yeah.
10 or
it's
less?
45 versus 36, so
Oh, okay.
she could.
That would leave us with a net 1 DOS. You're welcome, everybody.
Alright. And with one DOS, talk amongst yourselves for a few moments while I roll some tables.
Oh boy, tables.
Yeah, I'm not
Yes.
exaggerating when I say gladiator fries are delicious.
Alright, so...
Like, you should
Goth.
absolutely make them at home.
I'm just
What about
thinking it's
Goth?
hilarious. I'm just thinking it's hilarious that just looking out the window, my raging Warsaw hell is splitting up into reality. There, inside is just fucking Coco Cabana music. There, fucking Beatles. That's just
Well,
calm
fortunately,
as hell itself.
yeah, fortunately in warp travel, all the windows are closed. The only person gazing to the warp is a navigator. So yeah, we'll just put on some tiki music.
Hmm.
Who here
That's-
knows how to make? Who here knows how to make mai tais?
Yeah, shitting out warp storms. Warp storms are in actual real space, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah. Warp storms
They
can
bleed. They can bleed into real space and cut off like people's like reinforcements.
Well,
So yeah, so you'll look up into the sky and there's just a big angry purple, blue, red swirl above your planet, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's what happened during uh the reason why the Great Crusade started was because the warp storm started subsiding so they could actually get to other planets.
Yeah.
So yeah, not all warp storms are strong enough to enter real space, but they some absolutely do. Like the Eye of Terror.
Yeah.
Alright. Could I get someone to roll me 1d5 minus 1,
Oh boy.
please?
1.
Okay.
And that's how many greater demons spawn on our ship.
Yay. If we can handle 1 greater demon, that's fine.
the
Okay.
created even spawn in the middle of the armory with all the guards, weapon ready. It just turn and fire.
And that's when Bellacore
It
knew
would
he
still
fucked
win.
up.
It
And against our
would
armsmen,
just be
yes.
immune to their damage.
Yeah. Our party, I'm pretty confident, could take a greater demon. Our armsmen, not so much. Unfortunately, you cannot consecrate Volkite chargers or las rifles.
You have, in fact, taken a greater demon.
In a fight, right?
Jack. Yeah, we killed Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, that was a close fight, but that was also like 10,000 XP ago.
Yeah.
Now the question is, why can't you sanctify?
Because you
Volkite
have to
weaponry?
sanctify the ammunition or the projectile itself. You can sanctify fuel, but you cannot sanctify a beam of energy. So laser weapons,
And-
disintegrator rays, all that sort of shit is right out.
And
That
you can sanctify energy weapons, but you have to do the full sanctification on the gun, and that is
Sorry.
substantially more expensive
Yes.
Yeah, you
and
can't.
time-consuming.
You can't sanctify
Yeah.
the ammunition, which is what you normally do for sanctic weapons.
Yeah, you
Uh,
can't sanctify the battery, and you can't the battery, but you can't like. The reason I get away with sanctified plasma ammunition is because technically I'm using cryogenically frozen hydrogen as ammunition. We sanctify the hydrogen.
then I have a slight question.
Mhm.
What happens? Can't you just sanctify the last crystal?
Yes, that
But
would be
the
sanctifying
energy's
the
going to-
weapon instead of the
Yeah.
ammunition. That's just way more expensive.
It's way more expensive, and we need to get materials from a shrine world.
Okay,
I would
but
love
was
to
just saying-
sanctify my weapons, but I have to ship of Theseus my weapons with thrice blessed material from oogity boogity out there, and we just don't have access to that. It's super super rare.
Yeah. On the flip side,
Okay, I'm just-
if you have a magazine of bolter shells, you can just rub it on the priest, and it's sanctified.
Well, you happen to have some projectile weapons.
And so yeah, whenever we leave the ship to go off on an expedition, if we expect to find demons or ghosts or something before we go, we can just go to Pascal and be like, "My brother in Christ, behold my bolter magazine," and he can bless it. And it's not a
I've
big
been
deal.
having him sanctify plasma cannon ammo, and it's been very funny.
Yeah.
He sanctified Xiph pulse rifle magazines once and took insanity points from it.
But I then proceeded to be the MVP of that dungeon.
Yeah, you kicked massive amounts of ass, so it was super worth.
Pascal's like, yeah, no, we'll do that. Now he does it without insanity.
It's a one-time xenophilia tax.
Anyway, I have made requisite table rolls. Yeah. Well, I suppose I should make a, You did just emerge from warp, so we'll get a bonus to this. Yeah. You are the edge of the system. There are half a dozen worlds, and that your long-range scans pick up that there is an active vessel, and it has just changed course on an intercept vector. You can make your own scrutiny detection rolls to learn more than just it exists.
Alright,
Yeah, sure
thing
thing.
lookers. Who has the highest scrutiny?
Yes.
Oh, what that doesn't help. Oz and Hedrah, please say what your scrutiny is.
My scrutiny is 73 base with 10 modifier on top, so 83.
Alright. Ozzy, what's your scrut these days? Bats.
And I get bonus for...
Did Winter fall asleep?
Bats.
Sorry, what am I doing?
What's your scrutiny?
Oh, scrutiny is 70.
Okay, so you and Xiph are assisting Hedrah, who is on top of that getting a plus 22, so yeah, 42 bonus. On top of whatever
So-
shit you have normally.
Sorry.
Okay, so 42 bonus.
Everyone just gathers around the Auspex. Good enough.
Alright, yeah. You aren't in range to perform a full detail scan and get, like, components and locations, but,
Should I reroll then?
Nah.
no, you have gotten as good as you can get from this distance.
Pick it up.
I'm not looking it up in the books. I'm just looking it up in the Good Wiki because I've never heard of this class of ship before.
The maximum
Yeah,
degrees of success you need for this is like 3.
Yeah, this is a small vessel raider. Matches profile of the infidel class, which is one beloved of pirates and the forces of the arch enemy.
It's
It
an
was,
up. Oh, sorry.
it was originally designed by the Imperium as an update and upgrade to the Cobra class destroyer, the famous little torpedo boat.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say because I know the Cobra.
Yes, the Infidel is just as fast, a little bigger, and quite a bit killier than a Cobra.
It's got like 9,000 more crew.
Yeah. One by itself is not too much of an issue, but they are never overly long by themselves. They're squadron hunters, wolfpack killers, and are only the escorts and outriders of the chaotic fleets.
So it's on an intercept course with us.
Yes.
Alright. I think, well, we don't detect anything else in the system at this point.
Indeed.
Alright, yeah. Jeanne is just gonna send out an open comms message. This is Captain Jeanne Dandrick Lupus, Pride of Leth. I'm not here for you. You have one chance to fuck off or die.
Rousing speech. Xiph says this with complete 100% sincerity.
Alright, could you make a profit factor roll for influence, first
Sure.
off?
Alright, let me... Hold on, I have a talent that potentially applies here. There is legendary. Alright, okay, so it has to be successful first, so we'll just roll 0, 0, 0. No.
Alright, and then it will just be raw ass intimidate.
That's fine with me. Alright. I don't think many of my bonuses are going to apply here. No warranty, it doesn't know who I am. So, just raw intimidate.
Yeah. some hours after you've sent that message, you'll see them change course and start heading towards the other side of the system.
As far away as possible.
Rather fast.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
It'd be hilarious. It's like, it'd be like, you have one chance to fuck off or die, and then just the warp signature of fucking marine ships just popping in and be like, I might just turn the car around.
Jeanne unfortunately
Right,
doesn't have
like,
quite the name recognition all Mama has, but I sure do have a bunch of incineration cannons, and they look like trouble.
Yeah. As well, just they're pirates. A lot of their stuff is just built on. Yeah, you should be scared of us. Panic. We're pirates. We're coming for you. We're going to kill you. And that is just the most. That message was just the most. I'm not scared of you. Without just saying I'm not scared of you, you could possibly do.
Pretty much.
It's not worth it.
Yep. Put the shot over the bow of fucking the Macros cannon by the SDF-1 mega cannon blast. Just burn a hole through space.
Yeah. Now, see, the thing is, we don't really, like, destroy a ship with the cannons, right? The Pride of Leth does something really funny, Hedrah. So...
It eats it.
No, see, we have these things called penetrator cannons, right? And if we hit somebody with them, it reduces their armor for the rest of the round. And it also, usually has enough shots landing to take out somebody's shields. We then have melta cannons, which lights the ship on fire when they hit. And fire on NPC ships is disastrous. It will kill everyone on board in short order. And then on top of that, we can then teleport on the ship and do like twice as much damage as those did. You really don't want to fuck with the Pride of Leth if it's like your size or smaller.
No, it was just because those have seen the Macros and Robotech.
Yeah, no, we cannot do anything like that, unfortunately.
I mean, you just put a shot across the bow and be like, we intentionally missed, but the proximity of that shot sort of melted your outer hull a bit.
Yeah, that we can do.
Yeah.
Just narrowly
That kind of level of intimidation. Like, you were a light second away from the shot, and your hull melted.
The next one won't miss, and they're like, that missed?
This was a warning shot.
Anyhow, so on to Goth.
Yeah. So. In order to actually reach Goth, since this is in the Gothic Sector, could you roll me 2d10 minus speed, please?
Sure. The Pride wants to go so fast.
It really does. Yeah. It will indeed only take you a day to plow through the system. It's Goth. The world itself is the outer edge of its elliptical orbit, conveniently positioned towards you at present. And, well, nothing else is in the way. It's just a straight shot there.
So what does Goth look like?
A horrible black smudge.
Well, that's like 90% of Forge Worlds.
It looks like someone took the Ashlands of Lev, expanded them, and then also a Forge World.
Hmm.
A horrible black smudge.
Well, I can see why they called it the Genocide of Goth. What did they do to this world?
Genocided it.
There are still just clouds of ash moving around, billowing around the planet, moved by its winds. Well, it's only your instruments that really let you tell the difference between where those end and the surface begins. On visual inspection, they're identical. This world was burned.
Right. Gaston?
Actually, Jeanne, could
Alright.
you make me a You have Forbidden Law. You have Law Legends, yes?
Yes, and I also have Horus Heresy and the Long War. That's it all
And
relevant.
do you have Archaeotech as well?
I don't, but I have Van Zaus and Molly with me.
Right. Yes. Horus Heresy and the Long War,
Or,
Legend,
sorry, Great
and
Crusade. Not Long War.
Well, fair enough. But those and Archaeotech are all valid things to roll roll here. These will Horus Heresy and the Crusade will be minus 30. Archaeotech and Legends will be minus 40.
Oof.
Let's see what a minus 30 Archaeotech would do to me.
You can have assistance from Van Zaus. And Jeanne will throw your plus 10.
70%.
If you
Alright.
fail, I'll probably just buy in.
What's your so that's a plus 20, so it's only minus 10?
It's a plus 20, and then there's also the plus 10 bonus from the ship, and don't forget you have Foresight. So up to a
Wow,
plus 40.
so I just don't need I just need to not roll a 100.
It was a minus 40 for Archaeotech before you started.
Oh, I heard minus 30, sorry.
It's
So-
minus 30 for Horus Heresy and the Great Crusade, and
Sorry,
minus
I
40 for the other two.
I misunderstood. I'm sorry. Alright, so okay. Well, then it's just a flat 0. Well,
Oh, wait, was it?
Yeah.
Was it a higher number for the Great Crusade? Or, sorry, a
Yes.
better number? Okay, then I did succeed.
Yeah.
it didn't. For the love of God, dude.
Okay, so we both
Ha!
get 0 DOS. Good.
Alright. And since you both succeed, could you both roll willpower? Yeah.
Oh, boy.
No, thank you. Difficulty, please.
Plus 0. Alright, Jeanne. I'm actually going to whisper to the pair of you.
Oh, boy.
I shouldn't have talked about gladiator fries. Now that's all I want. The worst part about being an adult is telling yourself we have food at home. Aside from all the other worst things, but I am going to use my downtime. So I finally will have some downtime in our game on Sunday to actually make a bunch of like frost and frost lightning runes and spells. Well, not a bunch, but a couple.
Nice.
Because I have been.
Actually,
Hmm?
it was actually freaking 13 days of that in this game. I should have asked you if there was anything you wanted to do on the trip. I
Jeanne
forgot.
works on
I'm
her
sorry.
novel.
Do 13 days of downtime. Uh, Actually, Molly's going to spend the time talking with Jeanne and trying to compare not only everything she remembers from her childhood, but just records to make the future adventure go a bit smoother.
Get your story straight.
Yeah, it's just like we are going to be going and talking to other mom, and just details. And Molly is pretty sad that Jean doesn't remember her.
How could you make Molly cry?
That is a good question. Does Jeanne call... Like, what does Jeanne call Eloa in this timeline? Is it still just Aunt Eloa?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. Nothing weird changed there. It's not like she Batman Beyonded and then put some of her DNA inside of your mom while you were in utero.
That'd be pretty weird, but I wouldn't put it past the Mechanicus.
All right. I have given both of you your info.
Oh boy.
Hmm.
Well, that's certainly something that'll work against the fucking orcs.
Interesting. Well, that's cool.
Horrifying.
No, how could it be horrifying? The nicest Primarch used it.
Gaston, can you try and clear up our auspex picture of the planet? Let's see where the fires are concentrated. Because that world is still
Oui,
burning.
mademoiselle.
Yes, it's Phosphex.
Yeah, so scrutiny and
Get the same
same
plus 42
value.
bonus.
All
I'm
right.
gonna spend to read all that.
It's $3. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a 91 on a die. It can only get better.
And you'd be surprised, let me tell you. But you do what you want to do.
It has a 90% chance of getting better.
It does.
There.
That is a lot better.
Yeah. So, your first thing you were inquiring was where is the fire? Yeah.
Yeah. Or where is the fire concentrated?
So, I've got fun news for you.
Mm-hmm.
You can trace. There isn't any fire on the surface.
Oh.
You can trace back the ash clouds, the way they're moving. And with your in-depth scans, you can find there are great cracks in the outer core. That's where the ash is coming from. That's where the fire is burning. The very mantle of this world is engulfed with phosphax.
This planet is one big coal fire.
Yep.
Guys, I think we just found Silent Hill.
But that's
I
not
think you
all
mean
you can
fucking
find.
Silent
With 10.
Planet.
That's not all you can find with 10 degrees of success. Though buried and burned, you can find you can detect like concentrations of metals that are laid out consistently with with cities and mechanicum forges, and more surface structures above the ash. And with 10 DOS, you can see, yeah. These are a mix of prefab buildings and atmospherically sealable tents. Like a little I think you guys own one of these, like the little archaeology colony drop thing you can have.
Yeah.
Mhm.
However, these are old patterns, and Gaston, could you make me a willpower roll, please? Anything you have against psychic or warp effects applies here.
Oh, guys, I think
Yes,
we found the
I
Dark
got-
Mechanicum.
20, and then I have against, is it not fear-based and shit like that?
Not fear-based, no.
If Jeanne sees anything wrong, she can give you the +10 Inspire bonus.
Okay.
No,
So
this
I
is
will-
just reactive, and I...
Okay. So, just your 20.
What?
Don't put a plus in there, it's just the raw number.
Oh, okay, so there would be an 80.
Okay. You are going to take 1 corruption point and 1 insanity point.
Jesus Christ.
From my
As,
80 success,
yes.
so 4 degrees. Wow.
Yep.
You will still gain insanity and corruption even if you succeed. That's just how this game goes.
Yeah. You
It's a matter of how fucked
gain-
you are.
Yeah, you're gaining a lot less, but this would be one of those things where it would be 1d5 minus your degrees of success with a minimum of 1, with an 83 as your target number. Yeah, we're just going straight to the minimum of 1.
So I take 0 corruption.
Oh,
Armor
do you have
contempt.
something to reduce it?
Armor of contempt.
Nice.
Good job.
I despise the heretics.
Well, you can see the heretics. These camps, they're not laid out in an efficient, orderly fashion, but they are laid out very deliberately. They are laid out in the shape of the symbols of the dark gods, and they are adorned with those symbols as well. And though your hatred shields your soul, you can feel the dirt trying to dig its way into you just from this distance.
You say,
Yeah.
it's a bastion of faith. We shall not be tempted, nor corrupted by the ruinous powers.
Now this
And
is
we
where
shall...
mention that we have passive detection arrays, so hopefully they didn't notice us.
Assuming the
I
ship
will-
in, or the ship fucked off didn't just tell them.
Well, yeah. Depends on if they're chaos pirates or just normal pirates, I suppose.
Well, I will relay all this information to
Why
the
am I not
Capitan.
surprised? Well, are they just in one place or are they scattered all over?
They're clustered in a few different locations.
Okay.
Like,
Let's...
three distinct locations, but they are grouped up just around those three.
Are we picking up any, like, comms chatter in the system?
Nothing that makes it to orbit.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, alright. So we know where some of these Mechanicum facilities are. We know where the Dark Mechanicum are. And we know where the fire is coming from. Let's try and find one or two sites we can explore that's in a happy medium away from both of the dangers, shall we? Something perhaps they haven't found yet.
Or we could shoot them from orbit.
I'm not sure that's the best idea.
I will inform you, the three places that have chaos camps are the three largest concentrations of underground ruins you are able to detect.
That's fine. I'm more interested in something they haven't... Something that only, like, our incredibly sharp senses would detect. Something they haven't found yet. Something they
Do
wouldn't
we
have had a
have
chance to corrupt.
toxic shells?
For our cannons, or for the personal firearms?
For the cannons?
No, we've got Melta and Penetrator.
That would damage the archaeotech that they're squatting on and corrupting.
Yes, I mean... Assuming... No, there's no way these are Yellow's people.
I will begin constructing a report. And I will begin writing a report for Mozoa for immediate deployment of the Scutarii.
Yes, that would be for the best. CC it to the Falcons as well, they may be interested. They've apparently explored this planet before, and these people probably weren't here.
Merzendi, I'm gonna write a letter to my mom saying that nasty people are touching my tech. Wee.
Wee.
Please send heat-treated Scutarii and kill them all so I can touch it. I want to touch all the technology. And then I guess I'll also tell Tilpin about it.
I mean, what kind of numbers are we looking at for people down there? How big are these camps? They're like the ones we have, it's like 30 people a pop.
Back in a second.
They look bigger than the ones you have. Maybe like someone has taken 3 or 4 of the ones you have and combined them. Look, they could easily fit 100 people each.
Okay, I mean, that's not that bad. We can take that ourselves. Don't really need to wait for Elwood to send a bunch of Scutarii.
Oh, actually, with 10 DOS, And the other thing is, it's some of these. They look like they're made for bigger inhabitants, not just more inhabitants.
Oh, Space Marines.
No, corrupted tech marines.
Yeah, very possibly Chaos Space Marines or worse.
Yeah.
Uh,
It could always be worse. I don't think Jeanne knows much about the Dark Mechanicum, like, war roster. Maybe Molly does?
Let's find out. That sounds like a Forbidden Lore Adeptus Mechanicus to me.
yeah,
Ooh.
it would be.
Difficulty, please, Merzendi.
-20, and then we'll work it off DOS.
Okay, -20, and then the ship helps with Forbidden Lore, correct?
The ship helps with, it can only give you a +10 on that, but yes, and then there's +10 from Foresight and +10 from Jeanne cheerleading you.
Yep. So it's all in all a +10.
Yay!
Okay, so you're familiar with all of the things the regular Mechanicus has, that are big and scary, like Cataphrons, Servitor, Cataphrons, and so on. Yes.
Yeah.
So the Dark Mechanicus has all of those. They also have the older, better versions of those, and they also have demonically possessed versions of those.
That totally slipped my mind vis-a-vis lore. They're not space marines. They're possessed war machines. What are they called? Not demon engines. The other thing.
I think they would technically
Demon
be
engines is the that is any mechanical thing possessed and powered by a demon is technically a demon engine.
Umbrella term.
Yes, they will also have some of the ancient robots, the highest arts of the Legio Cybernetica that have since been forbidden, and also are now possessed by demons.
Battle automata, that's what I was thinking of.
Yes.
Like the Castelexes.
Yes, that's what I was just saying with the Legio Cybernetica, as they are the robot people.
Mom, why do the bad guys get all the giant robots?
because God hates you.
Oh,
Alright. So
Because
yeah,
as it turns out, giant robots are easily corruptible.
and also, like, Savin's not wrong. The Void Dragon does indeed hate me. And you.
but yeah, I mean, I still think we could probably take them, but I'd rather not. I'd rather just go somewhere else. Loot all the places they're not currently diddling.
I think Merzendi said that they're at the only 3 places that are worth diddling.
Not the only three.
They're at the three. They're at the 3 biggest.
Yes. Like I was saying.
Yeah, and this is Warhammer 40k. Biggest is best.
Yeah, it'll probably have like the largest stockpiles, but I'm thinking more like secret facilities that they might not have noticed yet, or hidden caches, that sort of thing.
Yeah, you got 10 degrees of success on the scan. You can definitely notice several other places of various size that the forces of chaos haven't bothered to show up to yet. Whether that's because they have a priority list or they don't know about at least From an orbital scan, it doesn't look like they're there.
Let's pick the one that looks least likely to be noticed, i.e. it took Gaston the longest to find, and then put her down there.
There is one that is nicely far away and isolated.
Perfect.
In fact, it looks like it's where an ocean used to be, and is now just at the edge of one of the great crust rifts from which the phosphex clouds emerge.
Will be a little more dangerous, but yeah, let's give it a try.
Alright. I think we are going to call it there, though, so I can prepare that.
Oh,
Sounds like
Wait.
a good plan.
I was expecting you to take longer to deal with, the stuff in orbit.
a sub 4-hour session? What is this? What's going on?
Fucking
Yours
mad.
isn't even sick?
That's what.
I was
No,
expecting
it's
you to
just-
take longer to
I'm
deal
sorry.
with things in orbit. You fuck off. Okay. Sad face.
There's a reason why that's the password to that whole area in Trials of Tade Space. It's just the universal progression password.
Exactly.
Fuck off, fuck you. Both cause progression.
See, it just works.
All of this just works. Sponsored by Todd Howard.
I'm going to post in ECT what I was talking about. I wanted just fire a warning shot across the bow.
Shoot someone in the stomach. Oh, what the fuck? That was a warning shot. The next one's in the head. No fun fact, stomach shots are actually quite lethal.
Yes. I was shitting in a bag for a while. Alright, so, XP?
Yeah. Let's see. So this was 3.5 hours.
A little over.
And you.
Definitely handled all the challenges.
You did. We are going to call this a 400 XP session.
Oh,
That's 9,000 XP now.
26,350 then?
Yep, should
Sounds
be.
right to me.
What's the total?
26,350 is our earned XP now.
Yay.
Okay.
See, well, I was debating whether I should advance my willpower or my intelligence, and I think finding the dark mechanicum here has made my decision for me. Clearly, I
What
need more
rank are-
intelligence.
What rank are we at again?
We are ranked
7.
7.
And you have almost completed the XP advancement tables.
Merz,
So,
I finally unlocked heavy weapon training.
Woohoo! No longer non-proficient with your plasma cannon.
No, Merz gave it to me as an elite advance a long time ago.
Not surprised. So what is your plan for when we actually, like, get to rank 8 and, like, start leveling past it? Do we just... And technically we don't really need to do anything, because you can just go backfill your career for, like, 10,000 XP.
Yeah, and if you want to, at that point, you can just jump into an alternate one for a bit,
Ooh,
I guess.
I guess.
Yeah, I had not thought that far ahead. I'll be honest, it wasn't until I started looking at doing Ada's stuff where I realized, oh shit, we're at this level of XP.
Yep. Yeah, we have less than 10,000 XP to go before we hit the end of rank 8, quote unquote.
You know, now comes the question. Should I get another 5 points of toughness and get 2 extra wounds?
Yes.
So that puts me at 29.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is really hard to go wrong with just more wounds. Especially
Well, don't worry, it'll take another 3 sessions for you to go into combat, so...
I mean...
No,
More,
that's definitely next session.
Oh, boy.
unless you can pick up anything that improves your your ability to roleplay here, I'd say get the wounds. Yes.
Let's see.
But what do I roleplay? The
Yeah, no, it's just
helmsman.
like-
I am fucking Morgan Freeman in Driving Miss Daisy. In John is Miss Daisy.
well,
End
you're
of story.
Well, you're also a food snob, so that's a character trait.
Yeah,
It's more like if you
I'm French. That's not food snob. I'm French.
None of the
What's the-
characters
that's
that
the
Claire
same
obscure
thing.
are food snobs.
I
I know a
took-
lot about French people. I played that game. Ask
I
Merz.
yeah,
took-
I basically just mean picking up new skills.
I took
They
2
interact
more
more.
points of sound con. I now have an average soak of 21 and a constant wounds of 23. I don't like being shot. Leave me alone.
Okay, how do you calculate so?
It is your armor plus your toughness bonus.
Base toughness or
Your
Base
toughness
toughness.
bonus.
Yep. Yeah, your toughness bonus
So the
modifier.
tens
So,
digit.
yeah.
okay, so 13.
What?
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
6 and 7. So that's
When I rebuilt my character, I dumped all of my points into toughness advance, int advance, and willpower advance. So now I have a 62 toughness, which is the max I can do for this character.
yay, 61.
Does the fearless talent actually just make you fearless? Let's find out.
Yes.
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 Should I take that instead of
Nice.
+5 willpower?
You already you're already
you're
fucking
hang on.
immune to all things mind. You
Well-
don't need more.
Well, no,
she's
because
immune to-
it uses a fate point. Just remember you have to roll willpower to disengage.
Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah.
need
Because
to,
you're-
because you're so fair. You always want to. You're fearless, so you always want to be in the fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
So that's
I
the
will just get
problem.
my willpower up then.
All right.
That is a good point. Thank you. All right. If you're watching on the stream, you do. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you on Sunday for Scoundy. Till then, adios and do take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye stream.
Bye.
Bye YouTube.